me tell you, first time parents out there. All right, the first kid's pretty hard. The second kid, they say, gets easier. Trust me, they're two different personalities. Our first kid was so easy. He just plays in the corner, draws little circles and smileys on them. This one, this is how much stuff, and this weighs 800 pounds. I think 750, but this is how much stuff is required for her. Go ahead, throw your camera down there. I got everything. Name it. Name it, babe. Just throw a guess out there.
Fruit.
Got it.
Chips.
Yep.
Water.
Yep.
Tablet.
Yep. Ice.
Oh, ice.
Everything. Pickles. I got a whole Red Lobster in here, I think, too. So, FYI, it's not that it gets easier. You have to just learn how to keep them busy. And if they're not busy, they're complaining. Sounds familiar. Hey babe, so all the young women out there that want to aspire to have 8x8 posts someday, is there anything you'd like to, any words of wisdom you'd like to impart on them?
Check your order stuff before the delivery guy leaves.
Yep. Listen to the woman that knows over there. All right. Athena didn't go to town on her yogurt over there. No.
She doesn't like
That's all pretty
cottage cheese.
Yeah. That's all pretty easy.
I think so. Huh? No?
What words of advice do you have out there for all the young women that want to operate saws someday? Huh?
You're ridiculous. See that question like girls are gonna do it. There's plenty of boys that I'm sure have never handle the saw.
How about Joanne? How about Joanne? Chip and Joanne? They didn't inspire you?
No, she did not inspire me to operate a saw.
Chip and Joanne?
Yeah, maybe Chip did. Joanne sure didn't inspire me to operate a saw. Have you ever seen her operate a saw in her show?
I think like once, and
I
then they
don't
like
think so.
made a big thing out of it.
Yeah, I don't think so.
She's gonna hate you now.
No, don't get me wrong, I love Joanne.
You be besties with Joanne?
Yes, I love her stuff.
Yeah.
She's a great designer, but I don't see her actually doing the building. It's her husband that does it.
She's gonna be mad at you.
She has the vision, he executes it.
What do you have to say to all the young people out there that want to operate a saw someday?
Find someone to teach you how to operate a saw.
There you go. That's all I was asking for. Of course, you had to go all crazy with it. Women don't need inspiration. Is that what you said? Just like that? Those look like safety hazards down there.
Shoes?
Yeah.
Yeah, but my boots that I wore yesterday or the other day did not save my feet.
I mean, you almost lost some toes.
They didn't save my feet though. I still got my toes crushed.
That's true.
And my other boots are too hot.
Yeah, that's true. Can't have hot feet.
Oh,
I'd rather have broken toes than hot feet.
I don't want sweaty feet.
Set out on the open road, same old place you always used to go when you were younger. We're speeding through a 50 song like your dad before you didn't even notice. The old man with silver hair sitting in his rocking chair. Soon you'll be there. Although it's easy to remember, it's as easy to forget that it leaves you feeling down and filled with some regrets. All this trick of the memory, we call them good old days. Although sweet in the moment, it's poison for you. Same old tune as you heard before you even knew the language. With every line it brought you back to where the summer never ended. Although it's easy to remember, it's as easy to forget that it leaves you feeling down and filled with some regrets. All this trick of the memory, we call them good old days. Although sweet in the moment, it's poison for you. It's poison for you.
Tonto, I gotta teach you about space more. So I can lean forward a little and relax. You can lean back. All right, let's talk a little bit about, I don't know. Actually, I'll just let it flow, you know? What? We'll just let it flow. See where the conversation goes. We got to give the people what they want. Look at, oh, I guess the fuel ran out right there. Fuel ran out, and then they're back now.
What do you think it is?
It's chemicals. I think it's aluminum particles that reflect the sun, so they think that climate change is going to be stopped because those spread out, and then it reflects the sun back, as opposed to letting the sun hit the earth, and then they're supposed to bring the temperature. And
So
this,
you're saying planes don't normally do that?
no, planes don't normally do that. No,
Or like jets or
no,
whatever?
they do not normally do that. People will be like, oh, they're the tips of the wings. Well, there's 4 streaks right now, so is there 4 different tips of the wings going on? They're perfectly in line with the engines.
I would just think it's exhaust, like an engine.
No.
Like how
You know how much-
a car gives exhaust.
Do you know how much exhaust, do you know how much fuel would have to burn for that big of smoke plume? It'd be a lot. So I think it's, I just hate that people are like, oh, it's just a conspiracy. But think about it. What could we do if they really wanted to do something like that?
So obvious though, we see it all the time. Why wouldn't somebody be like, yeah, that's like, why wouldn't we have
What?
researched that or
Who?
discovered it?
Who would do that?
I don't know.
The government? I really trust them. They're really going to research that for us. The government's going to definitely tell us the truth because the government loves to investigate its own stuff and tell us the truth. All right, guys. Welcome back to AnchorDown Homestead. I am your lovely host, Grant Espinoza, and my hostess wife, Nicole Espinoza. We will be giving you guys entertainment, morale, lifting with some camaraderie in there. You just throw keywords out there. People love it. They eat it up. But that's what we need these days, to bring people together. What is she doing? Does anybody else have this problem with little kids? They love to be in the danger zone. We don't let them get to that point. But our kids always have to play whenever daddy's in a machine or mommy's in a machine or something heavy. They always have to be like right there. So, I don't know if anybody watched Making a Murderer. If you haven't, spoiler alert. If you haven't watched Making a Murderer, you're way behind the curve.
Yeah.
Go on Netflix.
Did they even still have it on Netflix?
I'm sure. Go on YouTube. It's somewhere.
It came out in what, 2015, 2016?
Yeah, around there, 2015, 2016, I think. Making a Murderer. If you have the opportunity, watch Making a Murderer. What? Oh, I thought you said because it shows you how crazy the justice system is. But there's a new show that came out, and put aside your political bias if you don't like Daily Wire, because we get it.
It's a non-political show.
Yeah, it really is non-political because it has nothing to do with politics.
Yeah.
But there is a little bit I can see from the false narrative standpoint, which is on both sides of the aisle. Thank you. Okay. Oh, it's mine.
Thank you.
And I just started it the first 15 minutes probably, and I had to push pause because I kept on getting sucked into it when I'm trying to do stuff for editing. Well, it opposes the narrative.
That Making a Murderer was trying to make.
And this one's called Convicting a Murderer.
Yeah.
And I'm interested because if the narrative was a whole lie on Making a Murderer, oh man, they were good.
Yeah.
They were good. They definitely made it look.
Yeah.
I mean, but there's some I always heard critics say like, oh, it doesn't matter, this guy's guilty, this and that, because of his lifestyle. And I was like, yeah, but you cannot lie about these things. Like one of the cops, just an example, one of the cops, the sheriff, called in the license plate on somebody that disappeared 2 days before they found the actual vehicle. It re-showed that. Yeah. And they said, where was this vehicle at? He was on the stand in the courtroom. Where was the vehicle at? I don't remember. But you called in the license plate on a missing person that was already been missing for, I think, 3 days at that point. Like, That's a pretty compelling.
There was just a lot of suspicious stuff
Very-
that was in
Yep.
Making a Murderer that you really were like, yeah, I don't think he's
What's the
guilty.
motive, right? Law enforcement? Well, he just so happened to be wrongly convicted and spent 18 years. He spent 18 years and was wrongly convicted with DNA evidence
Of a rape.
of a rape. And so he was suing that town for $36 million. So I think that town definitely had motive. Anybody who owed anybody that amount of money had motive to frame him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If you haven't watched it, skip forward because that was a spoiler of the Making a Murderer.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, there's so much in there. Anyways,
But those are spoilers.
so yes,
But now, Convicting a Murderer. We gotta watch it.
we got to watch it.
Yeah.
So, and I have a buddy that's in law enforcement still, and I was texting her because her and I were tight during this whole thing.
Yeah.
Like we would go to work the next day, sit down, push aside work, and spend hours of your government spent money, tax money, hours talking about this show. And Tracy, she's one of our #1 fans. She actually bought a hat on our website, AnchorDownHomestead.com. These, don't buy them yet because we got to get set up for another shipping thing. But she bought a hat because she's a loyal fan of ours, and we're a fan of hers. Tracy, we love you.
We do love you, Tracy.
You're amazing.
So today on our house build, we are going to finish the top plates. Like more than halfway done?
Look at my tool. All right, I mean, I don't get distracted too easy, but look at my tool.
Made his little tool carrier thing on his list.
Helps out. Because
And,
then everything's not cluttered in here.
Yeah. Yes, we're gonna finish the top plates. Grant cut all of the tops of the studs. But yes, so we're gonna finish the top plates on all the 16-foot walls and finish the short walls and make sure everything is still square and straight.
Cool. Words of inspiration for all the young women out there.
Nothing. Why do you always have to say that?
Words of inspiration for all the older people out there. You're gonna die. We all die sometime, right? Can you do me a solid? Oh, fun fact about Nicole. 3 solids is all I get in one day. I just used 1 solid right now.
What?
Put this over there. 3 solids. 3 favors is her max.